Well, look who hit 20,000 subs. I'd like to thank everyone who supported the channel, all my patrons, and everybody who's watched my videos for the last year. Honestly, I expected to only have about 5,000 subs now, so this is really incredible. Quick update. I'm now accepting more complex commissions, basically multiple characters, simple backgrounds, and colored pictures. Please check out my Patreon page, linked below, and up in the right corner of the video for more information. Now, let's get to Marvel's weird hiring practices. You know what would be a good idea when hiring people? Hire based on merit? No. Hire based on talent and skill? Nope. Hire based on an interest in wanting to work in that industry? Nah. Oh wait, hire someone because of a social media poll from months ago? That's the one. So Marvel decided to hire that black female writer who looks like Riri Williams to write the new Ironheart ongoing series. You heard that right. Marvel literally hired someone who has zero experience or any apparent interest in comics to write a book just because she looks like the character. What could go wrong? Now, I'm not going to blast this writer, who I'm not going to name because I don't want to play into Marvel's hand. I've never read her work, so I can't say whether she's a good writer or not. I do know that she's got no real experience writing comics, and that's honestly where I have a problem. Why is it that these companies keep skipping over people who want to make comics? There are thousands of people who go to conventions to sell their indie comics. Most of those people would love to break into the industry and work for a big dog like Marvel. At least a couple hundred of those people have to be black female writers. And at least a fourth of them probably want to write or actually do write superhero stories. So you'd think the logical thing to do would be to go to a convention, check out who's in Artist Alley, and then pick them up. But no, Marvel doesn't reach out to them. Instead, Marvel lets progressives on social media decide who they should hire. This thing with this writer started a few months ago, where someone posted a poll saying that because she looks like the character, she should write the character. Marvel sat on this and waited until now to announce it, but they've probably had this in the works for a while. What is the deal with hiring people who have no interest in writing comics? This isn't the first time they've done that. They've been doing this now for the better part of the last 2 decades. Why do you keep hiring people who don't write comics? It doesn't make any sense. What a slap in the face to all those people who want to break into the industry. It's bad enough that the only way you can even get Marvel's attention is if you make your own comics and play the convention scene for a decade. I want you to think about how fucked up that is. In order to make money, you basically have to throw away your big ideas, the ideas that you've slaved over for years, the ideas that are your babies, so that you can work on someone else's brand, telling stories that won't matter or will be retconned in a few years. It really should be the other way around. But now you've got this added obstacle of competing with people who don't even want the job. They're not only being hired because of some diversity brownie points, they're being hired because they share some trivial characteristic with the characters. The character's Hispanic lesbian? Well, we need to hire a Hispanic lesbian. The character's supposed to be gay and came out in his 30s? Well, we better hire some guy who came out in his 30s. The character's black? Well, we better hire a black person. The character's Asian? We better hire an Asian person. Never you mind that in the majority of these instances, these people don't actually match these characters. I mean, you have folks who are writing aliens, green people, blue people, khaki people. Y'all don't share these experiences. The part that really gets me is that there are plenty of people who fit these descriptions who want to make comics. Why not hire them? It doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to name drop the person, but I know someone who was supposed to be working on a Marvel book. She's a black creator, she's a black artist, kind of fell through. Guess she had too much skill. Now sometimes Marvel likes to shake it up and they will hire someone who actually does make comics, but they don't make the type of comics that Marvel makes. So you hire somebody to write the Iceman book who's used to making kitschy comics about his life. Yeah, that makes sense. You don't hire someone who's used to writing action, someone who's used to doing anything remotely associated with the X-Men. You hire someone who has done the polar opposite of that kind of book. Why? There are plenty of gay men who make comics who could have written Iceman. Why didn't you just call up Phil Jimenez? Have you burned that bridge? He's a fantastic artist. He's a good writer. He could have done the book, could have drawn it and written it. Would have been fine. But no. So it becomes an even bigger slap in the face, because basically you have people who could actually get those brownie points, but because their profile isn't high enough, or because they've got these things called skill and integrity, they just get ruled out. CB Cebulski whined the other day in a tweet about needing more talented and skilled creators. Well, maybe if you guys at Marvel stopped playing politics for a few minutes and walked Artist Alley, you'd find the talented and skilled creators you're looking for. But what do I know? I'm just some guy.